Let me show you something to see. This has to be one of the easiest ways to make a loaf of sourdough bread. With high hydration, this bread 80% hydration. It has a slightly open crumb. You just mix all the ingredients together in one bowl. And the great thing about the spread is, it has a crispy crust outside, soft and fluffy inside. At the same time, no need for automatic mode. Here's how to do it. How to make sourdough. Prepare this the night before. Make the sourdough bread. Take the starter from the refrigerator and feed it exactly the same as on the last day of feeding. Cover with a lid and leave to ripen for about 3 to 5 hours. At 9 a.m. I kneaded the dough, and by 12 it had already risen. The structure should be porous on top of the bubbles and have a pleasant yogurt smell. The starter should at least double in size and begin to fall. Let's start kneading the dough. Water at room temperature to 150 grams. Mature sourdough 70 grams. An indicator of a good and strong ripened sourdough is that it floats on top of the water and does not sink. Also feed the remaining starter and put it in the refrigerator. You can see how I do it at the end of the video. Flour 350 grams. 315 grams premium wheat flour or where protein is more than 10%. And 35 grams whole grain wheat flour. You can use strong flour and also with a higher percentage of protein, 12% or 14%. Knead the dough by hand or with a mixer at low speed. Knead the dough enough so that there are no dry flour residues. The preferred dough temperature after the second final kneading is 23. First mixing without salt and additional water. Gradually add salt and the remaining water, 15 grams in small portions. It is not necessary to add all the water. Total kneading time 5 to 7 minutes. The fermentation time of the dough is from 3 to 4 hours. Add a dough temperature of 23.5 to 24.5 C. Fermentation until increased by 1.5 to 1.7 times. Wet your hands a little with water and stretch the dough, gently placing it on all sides until it allows. Carefully invert the bowl and the dough should come out of the bowl on its own. Next, you need to carefully with light movements. Stretch the dough into a square or rectangle until the dough turns out. Roll it up, slightly pulling it towards you. Place the dough in the pan, seam side up. Sprinkle more rice flour on top and cover the dough. Cover with a bag and refrigerate for 6 hours. The dough resting time is 6 hours at a temperature of 6-8 C. Good morning. Have a nice day. Prepare a roasting pan for baking and heat for 40 minutes at 250. Take out the dough just before baking. The dough has risen well. Transfer dough to parchment paper. Now you need to quickly make an incision. Remove the flour from above and put it in the oven in a roasting pan. Make the cut deeper so that the pattern opens well. Make large cuts at an angle of 45. Very quickly and carefully we take the roasting pan out of the oven. Be careful. It is very hot. Quickly transfer the bread into the roasting pan. Spray a little water from a spray bottle, close it and put it in the oven. This creates the effect of steam. And the dough ripens faster and rises well. Place in the oven for 20 minutes at 250 to 230. Bye-bye. For another 20 minutes, 230. Cooking bread in the oven at different temperatures may result in time differences. The bread is very hot now. Let it cool for about 1 to 2 hours. A dull sound indicates that the bread is well baked. Just listen to that crunch and crackle of the bread as it cools. The bread has already cooled down, and let's cut it. The bread is very soft and difficult to cut. Enjoy your bread, bon appetit.